Oh, hello everyone. Sorry, I was just catching up on my reading. And welcome to Hooked on Carnival, or Help Me, I'm Confused. You, not me. Okay. Each episode we hope to answer some of your questions to help improve your Carnival glass collecting experience. This week we've enlisted a septuagenarian librarian, a bookstore bookworm, and the man who shut down all the Barnes & Noble stores in the U.S. Boo! So, with no further ado, let's get started. Tasha, what's all the excitement about, Tasha? Oh, you're excited because you've joined a weekly book club. Well, that's great, Tasha. Reading is so important to exercise the mind. Reading can open up a whole new world of imagination for you. And we've been imagining you for 4 seasons. What's that? Oh, you already have a reading list. Well, good. Well, let's see it. Let's see. You've got The Great Gatsby. That's a good story. Good, very good. War and Peace. Yep. Yeah, it's a big book, but it's very good. Okay, it's a good one to have under your belt. Do you have a belt? Okay. Brave New World. The Brave New World. That's a good one. The Canterbury Tales. Oh, I love that one. I remember reading that in high school. I always loved that. All the different tales about things that happen in England. The Sun Also Rises. That's a good one too. Okay. And which one are you going to read first? Oh, Little Women. Little Women. Great. Okay. Well, you've got to get it read by next week, right? Okay. Well, it's fine if you read it in between scenes, but as long as it doesn't affect the program. Okay. Great list. Well, good job. Okay. Question number one then. Okay. I've already got it here. Again, this is part 2 of last week's question. Last week's question was help. I can't figure out the peacock. So this is part 2. To the question from last week. This week we're looking at peacock pieces that do have an urn. Now remember, the urn was like a pot, okay, almost like a flower pot that the peacock was standing next to. Okay, so last week was Peacock at the Fountain Patterns and Fenton Peacock and Urn. So this week we're going to do Northwood Peacock at the Urn. Okay, these are all Northwoods. Now Northwood has 4 versions of sauces. They're the small berry bowls. And they've got one, which we really won't talk about, that's a small berry bowl. We have 3 in the large, 3 different types of patterns in the large bowl categories, okay? Let's take a look at pattern number 1 up here. Now, pattern number 1 is very, very rare. This one has no bee on it. So it was just the peacock without the bee. Now, if it had a bee, it would be right here by the head, okay? But it has no bee. It may have a couple little stippling marks down here, little kind of grainy, sandy type things at the feet, but it's very rare. Pattern number 2, okay? It's the peacock at the urn, but in this case, it has a little bee in the pattern, a little bumblebee in the pattern there. So it's got a bee, and it has 2 tiara on the top. Okay, the tiaras are kind of like little feelers up there in the top of the head of the peacock. Okay, now each time as we go down, we're going to be adding a little bit each time. Okay, this would be pattern number 2. Okay, if I take a look at it, get it right. There's a bee right by the beak up here. Okay, and then above the head of the peacock, it's got 2 tiara. Okay. Thank you, Tasha, for helping me with that. Pattern number 3. Pattern number 3. This would be pattern number 3. In this case, it's got the bee, but it has an additional 2 tiara. So right at the top of the peacock's head, it's got 4 little antenna type things, and the tiaras they call it on the peacock. So that would be pattern number 3. Okay. Pattern number 4, this one, it has the 4 tiara, it has the bee, but it's fully stippled, and it's a bowl. Okay, it's fully stippled. In other words, instead of just having a few little stipple marks down at the base of the feet, it's stippled around the entire plate. Okay, and the stipples are made by the little stippling tool. They make little indentations, tiny little indentations in the mold. So when the mold comes out, it's got this rough, sandy texture to it. Again, only a few stippled marks on these, the first 3, but pattern number 4, it's got many stipple marks. It's, as you rub your hands across it, it would be rough feeling. It's good because it does help the iridescence when the light hits it. Okay. Pattern number 5 is in custard only. It's not Carnival glass, so we're not going to even bring it up here. We don't have an example of it. So it's custard only. When we get to pattern number 6, this becomes the large bowls. Okay. And we've got 3 of those here. This is pattern number 6. Pattern number 6 has the bee with 2 tiara. Okay. If I look at the pattern here, right above the beak of the peacock, it's got the bee and it's got 2 little tiaras sticking out of its head. So that's pattern number 6. Very pretty ball. Here's pattern number 7. In this case, it's got the bee right by the beak, but in addition, kind of like up here, it now has 4 tiara right above the head. 4 tiara up here. And last but not least, pattern number 8 has the bee right by its beak and 4 tiara, but in this case, the entire plate is stippled. The entire plate is stippled. And again, it helps out reflecting that iridescence, makes it very, very pretty, makes it pop out at you, the fact that it is stippled. So that would be pattern number 8. Notice how each one is just a little bit different, whether it's the size or whether it's a bee, 2 tiara, or stippled. Okay. You can find this information, as we talked about last week, in Ron Britt's little pamphlet here. He had taken the time to draw the patterns for each of these different pieces, and you can find it on hookedoncarnival.com. Okay, and you can download it or print it out for your own benefit, and that would help you, with all these different patterns here. Okay, well, there you have it. Hopefully, we've been able to answer your questions and help your Carnival glass collecting experience. Tasha, do we have any comments from viewers this week? No? Okay. Well, so keep those letters and comments coming in. You can send them to me at drglass@hookedoncarnival.com. You can see it along the bottom of your screen. Also, please run right out and join your local Carnival Glass Club. They're the best place to get hooked on Carnival. For those who live in or near Kansas City, Missouri, think about joining the Heart of America Carnival Glass Club. They're a great club, and membership is no more than a library card for the family. Again, you can see their website along the bottom of the screen. Okay, furry guy, what do you got here? Okay, what's up with you? Oh, you joined a book club too. You did. Okay, is it the same one Tasha has? No, you got your own? Well, who's in your club? Just you. Okay, but you're sending out membership applications. Well, I hope that works. I hope that works for you. Well, you've got a list here too. Okay, let's see what you're going to read this in your book club. First you got To Eat a Mockingbird. Catcher in the Raw. The Wizard of Ooze. 20,000 Legs Under the Sea. That kind of excites you. My God. Dr. Jackal and Moldy Hide. Dr. Jackal. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Well, we got to find out. I guess you got to read that. I don't know. Well, Boris, these aren't classic books. Well, you're right. I guess you never said they were going to be classics. Yeah, okay. Well, what's the first one you're going to read? Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies. You're going to read that one. Okay, but you've already started it? Well, it's a good one. You've already started, but you haven't got to the point that the outfielder gets a contract to play for the White Sox. Well, and you're almost done reading it. Uh-oh, Boris, keep reading. That's our show for today. We got to wave goodbye to the viewers. So long, we'll see you next week. Boris, let me tell you about Lord of the Flies.